Hello, my name is UJJWAL POKHREL. I am a student of Safarika College of IT and E-Commerce. My Coventry ID is 9638095. Uh, Today I am going to show you a demo of an Android application which I have developed as part of a module named Android Application Development. In this application, my application name is Driving School or Durga Driving School, which allows user to view all the packages, services, and all the institute details. And the user can enroll online, and they can fill up a query form if they have any query or any messages. uh, all those data will be stored in the database, and I have used API for I have used API, and I have used retrofit client for integrating the Android app with API. uh, I have used Node and Express for the backend of my server. I have already started my server. Now let's see the demo. This is the dashboard of my application, and the user can view services, packages. uh, they can fill up enroll form, they can fill up contact query form, and the user uh, the user can enroll, and they don't need to log in into the system. As soon as they open the app, they can view all the services, packages, details without logging in. They just need to log in when they are about to enroll into the school. uh, let's see the service details. These are the service details which are currently stored in the database. These are all dynamic details. I have displayed all these details in recycler view. We can see here in the service table, uh, all these details are uh, displayed here. uh, Likewise, all the package likewise all the package details are also shown in recycler view with the help of retrofit. All these data are fetched from the database. These are all dynamic data. We can see here in the package table, all these package details are retrieved here. uh, the user can the user can see all the about details. This is the about us page. This is a static page. The user can see all the contact details, and they can fill up a contact form. uh, Now let's fill up a contact form. But before filling up a contact form, they need to log in into the system. So the user needs to log in. This is the login page, and the user can register as well. And this is created using view pager. Now I have already created some users. So let's use one of the credentials of these one of these users. uh, I will enter a username and password. Let's log in. uh, as soon as the user log in, the user logged in status and token will be stored in the local storage using shared preferences. We can see here, whether details has been stored or not. Let's see. com.android com.ujwal.durga driving. Let's see here. Share preference. Can see here the logged in status is true and token has been stored here. So now the user can fill up the enroll form as well as contact form. Let's fill up one contact form. Let's enter a full name UJJWAL POKHREL and contact number 345, email test@eg.com, also subject rate message, what is the fee for learning bike, what is the fee for learning bike, learning with my own bike, fee for learning with my own bike. What is the fee for learning? So these are the details we have entered in this contact query form. Now let's submit. A toast message will be displayed. Your query has been submitted successfully. Now this is how the contact form can be filled by the user and its details will be stored in the database. Now let's check whether this details has been stored or not. Now let's check here in this contact table. As we can see here, the query filled by the user has been stored in the database. This is all possible with the help of API. Likewise, let's fill up enroll form. And in this page, in this form, I have used sensor as well. I have used proximity sensor, and when the user fills up details and proximity sensor is triggered, then all this details entered here will be cleared. Now let's check with entering some details, KTM. Now let's check whether sensor is performing correctly or not. So in this enroll fragment, I have used event values 1 less than 1. So now let's check here. Currently the proximity value is more than 1. As soon as the proximity value goes below 1, you can see here the details has been cleared. Let's check again with entering value. Let's check. Let's test this sensor once again. As soon as I decrease lower this value, proximity value, the details will be cleared here, as you can see. So this is the use of proximity sensor. Now let's enter some details, and a user needs to add one image as well for enrolling. Let's choose one image first. Okay, let's choose one image. The image will be shown here. Okay, enter details, KTM, contact number 4 5 6 7 8. Likewise, pick one service. Let's choose a service. These services are fetched from the database. Let's choose auto rickshaw training. Also choose a package for this. I will choose test 2. Pick a time slot. I will choose 2 to 3. Let's choose one date. I will choose 10 of July. Now let's enroll whether the user will be enrolled or not. Let's check. As soon as I click, you have been enrolled successfully. This toast message has been displayed. Now let's check in the database whether this details has been stored or not. Let's see in the enroll table. As we can see here, details with address KTM 45600. This has been stored in the database, and as soon as user as as soon as the user feel log in into the system, and when that user enrolls, then his or her user details will be retrieved, and his user id 3, his user details has been retrieved here. Now let's check user id 3. User id 3 is user id 3 is Utsab, which this is the details which I used for logging in into the system. So his user details has been fetched here, and package id 6. Let's check package id 6, test 2, and check service package id 6, and 6 package id 6 is test 2. Its service is 4. Let's check service id 4. So it is auto rickshaw. So yes, this is the details which I have just entered. The start time 10, and when the user chooses a start date for learning, and he chooses a service, then the service or package duration will be phased, and the start date in date will be calculated with the help of this duration. You can see here 30, the duration of test 2 which I used, and we can see here uh, in date has been calculated with the help of duration and start date, and image has been stored in the database. So this is the overall features of my system, and the user can log out as well, and when the user logs out, his token and um, logged in status will be cleared from the shared preference. Thank you. This is my demo of my application.